Hey guys, it's Alyssa from AlyssaNalani.com. Welcome back to my channel. All right, you guys, we have 1 week left in January. And I don't know about you, but I'm still kind of processing my goal setting and my plans for 2020. And at the beginning of the year, even into like the last several days of December, I felt a lot of pressure to kind of get all of this down on paper. And as January was progressing, I realized that I did not have to put that kind of stress on myself. I did not have to have all of the answers and all of the plans like set in stone, like the first 2 weeks of January. And now we are in, the last several days of the month, and I am still going through my goal setting, and I'm okay with that. So today, as you saw from the title of the video, I'm going to go through one of my action plans in my Powersheets and just kind of show you how I'm going about this process, or just a snapshot of how this process is going for me. So just kind of to recap, the first several pages, or the first kind of chunk of the Powersheets, is a lot of prep work. And then the first section is taking all of that prep work information and then working it into sort of a plan for the year and goals for the year and how you want to approach it. So what I came up with is 7 areas of goals that I want to work on, and they are cultivating a faithful life, practicing healthy self-care, nurturing my relationships, taking care of my marriage, cultivating a life-giving home, building my business, and cultivating personal development. And so I then transferred all of that onto the goals page. Each goal has an assigned number, and then I'm carrying those, an assigned color, not number. And I'm carrying those colors not only into my Powersheets, but even into my daily planner. So if I have my different color pens on me, then I'll use those colors in my everyday planner, which is working out really nice. So I have already kind of mapped out what my first goal is. So I've written some things down, and I did use the little flag stickers to kind of mark the pages. So what you do is you write your goal for the year, and then you write down why you want this goal, or why you want to pursue this goal. So I wrote down, I want to be a woman grounded in faith and strong biblical literacy. And then the next prompt is the positive effect taking action on this goal may have on me and others. And so I wrote down, I will be spiritually equipped and healthy. I will be closer to Jesus. I will be better able to be a positive influence to others. And then the next prompt is, what is at stake if I do not start this goal? And I wrote that I will constantly feel frustrated, empty, and spiritually unhealthy. And so at the bottom of the page, there is a little location icon and then a finish flag icon. And it says, thinking about where you are now, your starting point, right? And where you're going to be at the end of the year, what needs to happen in between? Brainstorm what needs to happen to get you from here to there. And so I just said, I just need to start. I need to push through and I didn't finish the sentence. I'm still working on this, y'all. I just need to push through really there's a lot that goes on in this. Pushing through the laziness. Some of this is laziness. Let's see. Laziness, bad habits, and I tend to think of things in threes. Laziness, bad habits, and I think lethargy might be the word I'm looking for, but that's a lot like laziness. I'm going to keep that empty because I'm not exactly sure how I want to end that sentence. But the finish line is healthy study and prayer practices and a vibrant and faithful life. So that's the finish line for me, right? Or how I want, the end of my year to look, okay? With things like this, these are lifestyle things. I talk about the difference that I kind of have between resolutions and goals, and how resolutions don't necessarily have end dates, whereas goals are more like projects and they have end dates. So this is how I want the end of the year to look like, but this is just a lifestyle that I'm trying to build, right? So we're trying to get as close to this as we can by the end of 2020. All right, and then you've got the section where you can write down 3 mini goals. Now, originally I thought this had to kind of encapsulate the entire year. Whereas this is not supposed to be a snapshot of what the entire year is supposed to look like. These are 3 mini goals to kind of get you kick-started and to get you in a forward, well-paced momentum. What are the first things that you can kind of get done or start working on to get you working on this goal? And so the first thing I said was to start and complete the first 5 books, which is the challenge that we're doing for Club 119. So I just happen to have this on my desk with me. The first 5 books challenge. So reading through Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. We're doing that in 20 weeks. And so far, so good. I mean, I'm staying on task. My quiet time, the way I want it to be as far as like an organized time, is not what I want it to be yet. But I am getting the reading done. And that's kind of number 1 on my list, so to speak. And then this other mini goal that I have is have daily prayer and study time. So that's what I'm talking about. This here is not going the greatest. And this is what I'm fighting. I'm fighting some of my laziness, some of my bad habits, some of my lethargy and whatnot. You know what? Let me just put lethargy. Even though I feel like they're I can spell lethargy. Even though they're kind of like synonymous or at least closely related. Anyway. So this is what I'm really working on right now, is setting that time. And it's not that I don't have the time, it's that I am not being consistent in using the time for this. And part of that has to do with just how I'm managing my mornings, and it's a whole struggle. So anyway, that's kind of what's on the list right now, what I have to work with. And this is where my struggle is and what I have to work towards. I do have the third mini goal empty because I haven't quite assigned anything yet, but I'm just going to leave it blank and let the process happen naturally. So for now, I'm going to turn the page onto my second goal, which is practice healthy self-care. Okay? And this is what I'm going to go through with you now. I have some mini goals chosen, but I have not really considered what to write in the prompts. So I'm going to do that with you here on camera and see what we come up with. All right, so the why. Why do I want to practice healthy self-care? Well, let me go ahead and, let's see, how did I phrase this? I want to be a woman grounded in faith, so on and so forth. So how about I want to be a woman, let's use the same verbiage, who takes care of the body, who takes okay, I think I've got it. So who takes care of her body in a healthy, holistic way. Okay. Now, the positive effect taking action on this goal may have on me and others. I will feel my best. So did I write? I try to be consistent. I will feel and look my best. And be able to better take care of my loved ones, my family, my friends, my people. How about that? My people. And rightly handle my responsibilities. Responsibilities. Okay. What is at stake if I do not start this goal? What would be at stake? Well, I would not look and feel all that great. Feel good. And would be constantly frustrated at underperforming. Okay. Is underperforming one word? Because I just made it one word. So that's what we're going with. Okay. Thinking about where you are now, your starting point, and where you want to be at the end of the year, what needs to happen in the in-between. Okay, so I need to seriously consider I need to take my long-term health seriously. And I need to evaluate. I need to evaluate what my what's the word I'm looking for? Not situation, but like I need to evaluate where my body is now. There we go. Where my body, not what. Let's get eraser. I mean whiteout. This is not an eraser. My body and environment. Okay, so healthy self-care is not just about my body, it's also about a couple of other things that I will get to here in just a second. So, I need to address issues. Focus on maintenance. There's a T in there. Maintenance. Is it maintenance? I cannot spell today. Okay, focus on maintenance. I spelled that wrong. It's maintain. Spell maintenance. Y'all, I spelled it right. It just doesn't look correct to me, but I spelled it right. Okay, focus on maintenance, make intentional changes. And this is all really like non-concrete. This is like, I'm just making a mess here. The concrete stuff happens on the second page, which we're going to go to now. So I really need to be honest about where I'm at, both physically and kind of environmentally, so on and so forth. You know, when you're in your 20s, you don't necessarily think about what your health looks like long term. But I'm going to be 30 this year, and so I really need to, be serious about, okay, what is this going to look like when I'm older? How is this going to affect me in the long run? So on and so forth. So I do need to take stock and kind of see where I'm at and what I need to do moving forward in life. Okay, so I have jotted a few things down on another piece of paper, and I'm just going to refer to this here on the side. But there are 3 areas of self-care that I kind of want to start out with. And I've already kind of started some of this. I need to kick it up on some other things, but this is just kind of where I'm at right now. So red is my color for self-care. The first area that I chose was health, so physical self-care. I did a whole blog post on 5 areas of self-care that you need to focus on, and physical self-care is the second one. Spiritual self-care is the first one, but I pretty much kind of addressed that in this whole area. So that aside, we're going to start with physical self-care and kind of see where that goes. So with physical self-care, okay. Okay, so what do I want to do here? So I do want to start drinking 4 bottles of water. Now, a bottle for me is a large mason jar or a large tumbler that I have, which is larger than your average 8 or 16 ounce bottle. I forgot. But if I could drink one at like 2 in the morning and then 2 in the afternoon, evening, that's a really good place to start. And then depending on my activity level for the day, that would then determine whether I need more. So I'm going to just write down drink 4 bottles. I'm writing too big of water. There we go. Okay. And when do I need to start? Now! All right, the next one I have is exercise three times a week, at least. Exercise 3 times per week, at least. Okay. Now I did start doing that. Oh my gosh, there's a motorcycle going by. Everybody's been going by the house today. The road's been just busy. Anyway, I did start doing that at the beginning of the year, and then I got sick, and now I need to get back on that again. So I did start with good intentions, but then my immune system kind of, failed on me. So we need to start that now. Okay, next we have meal planning. So I really need to be better about meal planning. I've been doing it a little bit here and there, but I really need to be more gung-ho about it. So now is when that should start. Okay. Thought my phone was off, you guys. Sorry about that. All right. Second mini goal is I'm going to talk about environmental self-care. Okay, so this is another area, environmental. This is another area that I talk about in my blog post. This has to do with your surroundings. So purging, excess stuff, creating rhythms in your housekeeping. I even talk about taking every opportunity to open your windows, just getting some fresh air into your home. I should have done that today, and I totally did not do that because I was not thinking. But environmental self-care. So one of my first things that I want to start doing on a more regular basis is playing instrumental music throughout the house. Instrumental music. I get so busy listening to like podcasts and audiobooks and things that sometimes I don't just allow my brain to just be. And I just just to play like some light classical or instrumental, something just in, whatever room I'm in or just downstairs in the house would be great. Just to kind of create an atmosphere of coziness and of peace and rest and joy. I need to do that more often, especially in the evenings and the mornings, I think, just to kind of set the tone of the day and also set the tone of the evening and just kind of relaxing and closing the day out. I'd like to do that more often. Okay, 20 to 30 minutes. Daily purge. So just going through boxes. I've got boxes that I need to go through. I've got just stuff to go through, especially from the move last spring. Stuff I still have to go through and either get rid of or organize properly. And I feel like it's such a daunting task. But if I would just commit 20 to 30 minutes a day, like I can do that, right? I mean, I wasted that kind of time on YouTube or on Instagram. I can totally set aside 20 to 30 minutes every day, just purging junk. So we're going to do that. And then the last one I want to do is open windows. There's something about fresh air in the house that just brightens the mood. Now, I live in the Southwest. I live in Texas, so I have more opportunity to do this, even though it's the winter months, than I would if I were where I was raised in the Midwest, in Illinois. We're not opening windows in January. But here we've had pleasant weather here and there, and so I have more opportunity to do that. Okay, so as far as daily purging of the junk, okay, so we're getting into February, and I'm going to look here at my calendar for February, and when do I realistically want to start doing this? Let's see, so that was February, or that is February. Let me look at January, because we're still here. Oops. Okay. I haven't really been writing a whole ton in here. I want to start using it more. As far as kind of like work goals, writing down what I want to do during the week for work. I'm kind of playing around with it. So we're in this week now. I don't know what day it is when you're seeing this or when I release this video, but it is Monday the 27th right now. Tuesday and Wednesday I'm going to be pretty booked. Let's say on Thursday I'm going to try for, where am I trying to go? On Thursday I'm going to do my first 30-minute purge. So Thursday, and that is the 29th, or the 27, 28, 29, 30. Is that the 30th? Oh, come on, you guys. I am so do not have it together here. Okay, nope, that's wrong. Here we go. Okay, that would be the 30th. Okay, so January 30th, we're going to put that in. Okay, now I'm also going to take my calendar. Okay, this is my daily calendar. And I'm going to go to a daily page. And did I say Thursday, the 30th? And we're going to put a sticky note. I'm not going to write it in yet, but I kind of like to ink things either the day before or the day of. So I'm going to put 20, 30-minute junk purge. Okay, so this is how you can kind of start working these things into your daily life. If you have your calendar, your daily planner or whatever with you, you can start putting dates on things and start getting them done. So, playing instrumental music, I can do that now. Okay. All right, third is beauty. Okay, so this is still physical self-care. So I'm going to put health. Okay. And then I'm going to do physical self-care again. I'll put beauty. Now, a little bit of this is going to be a bit retroactive as far as writing this down. Some of this I've already started doing. So for my skin, see daily skincare, AM and PM. I've already started doing this. Okay, so I'll just do January 1. All right, I've already started doing this and I'm doing well so far. I've started using a new skincare line to me. I started it a little bit before Thanksgiving and I've kept with it. And I went from using a smaller travel sized set of products into having finished most of those and moving into full-sized products. I'm using Tula, which I'm really, really liking right now. I'll have a link in the description if you want to check out their products. And I've got some acne issues that I'm trying to address, and it is clearing up, and I'm really, really satisfied with the results. So this I've already started, so I'm writing this after the fact, but these are goals that I had set like at the beginning of the year that I wanted to address pretty soon. The next is, let's see, so skin, so daily, weekly, I'm trying to figure out how I want to say this, and daily hair care. So my hair, you've seen me in my videos, I have quite a bit of hair. It is Monday the 27th, like I said, and tomorrow, Tuesday the 28th, I'm gonna go get my hair cut. And I'm really, really excited. Probably the next video you'll see me with a new haircut. And I'm super, super excited to get it chopped. I am gonna try to cut enough off to donate because I really do want to donate my hair. I've wanted to for a while, and I made it a part of my 30 before 30 list. I'm turning 30 in the summer, and I wanted to do this before my 30th birthday. So I'm gonna get it done now because my hair needs to be relayered, it needs to be restyled. I do want to put some color back into it. I haven't done that since I was getting ready for my wedding. So I want a new look for my 30th year, and I'm really, really excited. But I also, since I have the length, I want to also donate it. So with that being said, with a new cut, I feel like that's going to give me kind of a refresh or a restart on my hair care. Those of you who have either a lot of hair or especially curly hair or even mixed hair. I have mixed hair, and sometimes the hair game is a bit challenging. And even though I'm an adult, I'm still kind of trying to figure out my hair because it has changed over the years. And so I'll kind of miss the length, but I'm also excited to kind of grow it back and learn and kind of work on my my curl. All right, sorry, I got cut off. My camera stopped filming. Anyway, like I was saying, just about my hair, I'm gonna miss the length, but I'm excited to kind of regrow it and learn my curl pattern again and hopefully get into a better, healthier routine. Sometimes when you have a lot of hair, it can be tough to get through it all all the time, and I've gotten into this rut where I'm just like, I can't even deal with my hair. There's so much of it, and I want a fresh start. So we're cutting it off tomorrow, and I'm excited for all of that. So I'm gonna need a new sort of routine to take care of shorter curly hair and potentially new product. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have color in my hair, so that's gonna change some things up a bit. But in any case, this is something I need to work on. So I'm getting my hair cut on the 28th. So we'll just say 1/28. There we go. All right, and then the last thing I had was my nails. My hands, let's see, my hands and my feet. So hands, oops, can't spell, hands and feet. Oh goodness, nails. Okay, so I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. I am terrible at taking care of my hands, feet, and nails. So my hands are constantly dry because I don't carry like lotion around with me all the time. This also has to do with the fact that I don't drink enough water. That shows up on your skin. So my hands are always dry, my feet are always dry, and I need to be better about taking care of that. And then I also need to be better about taking care of my nails. So even if I'm not wearing fake nails, which I do, those of you who comment on my nails and some of my videos, there's that certain color that y'all like. Those are falsies. I get them at Walmart whenever I can. So if I'm wearing fake nails, or if I'm wearing polish, or even if I'm not wearing anything on my nails, I want to make sure that my cuticles are always, taken care of, that my nail beds are always, moisturized and taken care of. and that my hands are just, you know, moisturized. Because sometimes I'll look down at my hands and be like, oh my goodness, my nails need to be, you know, trimmed, or my cuticles need to be trimmed, or my hands are just so ashy. It's awful. Same with my feet. So I want to just take better care of them. And these are the kinds of things that just kind of get put on the back burner because I don't think about it until like the fog clears and I notice it, and it is kind of weird. But anyway, so I need to be better about that. And when do I want to really start implementing kind of regular routine skincare, or like hands and feet and nails? Let's say also on Thursday. So that's the 30th. So okay. So I've already done my nails. I did them today, but I'm sure I'm gonna need to do them again soon. So we'll see how long this polish lasts. I'm gonna put another sticky on my calendar. So on the 30th, let's see. Okay, on the 30th, we're gonna do a pedicure. Okay, so pedi and maybe mani. Should I do that on Thursday or Friday for the weekend? Let's say Friday for the weekend. Thursday, okay, so Friday. Let's do that. Okay, all right. So we've put that on the date or on the calendar as well. Okay, that is what I have so far, you guys. So really just remember, if you're going through this process, remember that these are just like jumping boards. This does not have to illustrate your entire year. This is just kind of where I'm stepping off on. And then you can use other, I believe you can use other goal setting pages in the wildcards resources to kind of continue the process. There's that goal page where you can just kind of write down more goals. And so, or you can do this like in your bullet journal or in your planner, just to kind of keep track of where you want to go after you've kind of taken care of these things. So I still have to, you know, go through the rest and finish everything else, but at least that's a start. So I've got my first 2 plans done. At least for the most part. I don't think I'm going to write another one here. Sometimes you don't need 50 things. You just need a couple. So this is where I'm at. And then next week, I am going to write my tending list for February with these things more kind of in mind. I didn't have them when I was doing my January list, so now I'll have them more you know, in the forefront to be able to work on. So I'm excited for that. If you have any questions about this process or about Powersheets and how I'm doing, let me know. I did, in the community page on YouTube, ask if there were any other videos that you wanted me to do this year. And a few people commented on how they wanted to see me kind of live out my word of the year, or how my word of the year functions practically. And I'm working on that. I'm working on kind of wrapping my mind around how to show you that. So stay tuned for that in February. I will be talking about it. I've got some plans for that. But the reason why I brought that up is because self-care does kind of, what am I trying to say? The classy lady kind of concept includes self-care. So part of this is my desire to be put together and to be a bit more, not well-rounded, but refined and classy. It's just about the way I take care of myself. These things I can control. These things I can take charge of. These are things that are up to me to do and to keep track of. And these are some of the things that are included when I talk about I want to be a classy woman. So that's part of that. That's kind of a practical way to see that in my everyday life. So I hope that helps. I hope that answers some of that, that question as to why I chose that word and how that works in my everyday life. All right, that's it for now, you guys. I hope you're having a great week so far. I'll talk to you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day. Bye-bye.